Okay, see this question. Here we have a fixed ring of radius L. We got two beads which can move on the ring. One bead has mass 2m, another bead has mass m. They are connected by this rod. The length of the rod is L. So find the minimum speed given to 2m in anti-clockwise direction so that the rod becomes vertical. So 2m should be given a velocity in this direction so that this rod rotates and it becomes vertical like this. Okay. So how would we solve this question? So first of all, let's say that the 2m is given a velocity v1. Okay, then m will also gain some velocity v2. Okay. Second thing, this radius is L, this radius is L, and the rod has length L. So this is an equilateral triangle. This angle will be 60. So this angle will be 30. This will be also 60, but this is 90 degree because velocity is tangential to and radius is velocity and radius will be perpendicular. So this will be again 30. Now according to constraint, because the beads are connected by the rod, they should have same velocity along the rod. So components along the rod should be equal. So v1 cos 30 is the component of v1 in this direction, and v2 cos 30 is the component of v2 in this direction. So from here we get that v1 equal to v2, right? So both the particles will have same velocity. Now when the rod becomes vertical, so this is my ring and this is the new position of the beads and the rod. This is the rod and it's vertical now. Again, this is an equilateral triangle. So this will be 30 degree, this will be 30 degree. Why I'm drawing this 30 degree angles? Because I want to find the height. Okay. This is the bead of mass m. This is the bead of mass 2m. And the rod just becomes vertical. That means now they have zero velocity. Okay. So what is their height from the center? So the bead of mass m has height L sine 30. Correct. This is L. So this is L sine 30, that is L by 2. And this is L by 2 below the center. Okay. So we will write down for particle m, for particle 2m. Okay. I'll write some parameters and compare them. So first of all, I have initial height from the center. I am comparing the heights with respect to center. So what is the initial height? Let's draw the horizontal over here. Okay. So this angle is 60. This will be also 60. This will be also 60. So initial height is how much? L sine 60 below the center. Or I could write down minus L sine 60, right? So minus L root 3 by 2 minus L root 3 by 2. Final height is how much? Finally, m is L by L sine 30, that is L by 2 above the center. 2m is L by 2 below the center. Correct? 2m is L by 2 below the center. Right? So now I can write down the initial potential, final potential energy, and then I can compare the energies of the system. So initial potential energy will be for these two. So for m, minus mgl root 3 by 2, and for 2m, minus 2 mgl root 3 by 2. Final potential energy is how much? For m, mgl by 2, and for 2m, minus 2 mgl by 2. Okay, let's simplify them further. This will be equal to minus 3 mgl root 3 by 2. So minus mgl 3 root 3 by 2, and this is minus mgl by 2. Okay. Now initial potential plus initial kinetic energy should be equal to final potential plus final kinetic energy conservation. So minus mgl into 3 root 3 by 2 plus initial energy is how much? Both the particles have same velocity, so I can just write down half total mass m plus 2m into v square by 2. This is equal to final potential energy is minus mgl by 2 and final kinetic energy is 0. Okay, so 3mv square by 4, this is equal to 3mv square by 4, that is equal to mgl by 2 3 root 3 minus 1. I took this on the other side. Okay, so I get from here that v will be equal to, okay, m will get cancelled out, so I will get root 2 gl by 3 3 root 3 minus 1.